Let's see what we got going on. Do this. We got the 6th anniversary music. It's beautiful. While we're waiting, I want to remind everybody about this new YouTube channel that's going to contain my gaming content. It's not going to be my regular channel anymore, so if you could head over there and give me a subscribe, that'd be great. That channel is starting from absolute scratch, which is a difficulty that I thought was worth having all of our stuff organized in one place. So I appreciate you guys giving that a subscribe. And the first piece of content on it is coming out tomorrow, so you'll be the first ones to see. Okay. I can't come down from that high. We were so close. We'll get her tomorrow. Now, let's take a look real quick. We're gonna go into unranked matches. Again, we've got several new decks that are playing. So to fill you in, if you're not familiar, Shadowverse is a free-to-play card game that I have really gotten into. Also helps that I've been one of the main characters' voices in the game for about 6 years, and I will be hosting a tournament. I will be hosting a Shadowverse buddy system tournament on Saturday of this week. The buddy system pairs a very experienced coach with a very inexperienced person, and then they fight each other in Shadowverse. And it's a ton of fun.
Wager your soul.
And so they have to submit their decks ahead of time, and I've gotten to see. Let's do this.
Ding dong. May happiness be with you.
I've gotten to see a couple of the decks, and this one I think may be the most complicated.
Purify yourself.
Of the decks that I saw. What is this? This banished gameplay, even when banished. Okay. So in this case, I think I want to do this.
Greed.
This.
It comes to consume me.
This.
The tribulations continue.
This. So for this particular deck, the goal is to get as many of your followers killed as you possibly can. That is definitely Brianna Knickerbocker as Luna. She's been Luna forever. And I actually think that Brianna is the voice of Ding Dong guiding Bellringer Angel as well.
I'm coming for you. Detestable.
The world screams.
And so not only do I have to gain shadows, but I have to spend them as quickly as I possibly can. Give 0.60, so I can pop this in here.
Judgment awaits the Nebbia. Fear not the three wonders. All hardships can be overcome.
Let's continue.
Noir is ready, so as soon as we're done with this game, we're gonna do the thing. Now, in this case, I want to bonus 6 bonus 4. So we can do this.
Nothing I can't handle.
I was too hasty.
And then I don't have enough necromancy for the evolve point. But I will spend it and just sort of
Wager your soul.
spend that necromancy there. Oh no, damn it. All right, I made a mistake. That necromancy spend effect only goes into effect when I attack, not when I evolve. I misread. So this is actually going to be quite bad for me. Scream diffusion. a dangerous configuration here. Scream Diffusion's not going to help me.
A burial of sound screams. The world screams.
This will help me. Now, I think if I... Necromancy. So I want to spend that. We will do this and this. Okay, excellent. We will throw them in there and then spend that necromancy, which is good. So now we have spent 15 of our 20 required.
Not with everyone around me.
That was a complicated turn, but this is a complicated deck.
Purify yourself. Purify yourself.
Here comes Susie.
I can't handle.
Now, do I have anything that can get some necromancy? I can. So I can Scream Diffuse.
A burial of sound world screams.
I can Angel's Blessing this, I believe. Excellent. I can call the Great Arm, Flaming Glass.
Answer
The
the
forbidden
call.
amalgamation.
I can do this,
Prepare. Scream.
this,
Prepare.
this. Oh, I did that in a not a great order.
For you.
This. And now I should be spent up. Yep, okay, so I'm ready to go.
The world screams.
I'm glad you're here.
Okay. Ha, that's funny because that puts it back in my deck, which means it invokes again next turn. Not as awesome as they might have considered there. If Susie comes back. Okay. This isn't the way I wanted to do this.
Wager your soul. Wager your soul.
Let's do this and this. We draw Rule and I.
World screams. Can you stop my onslaught?
Probably could have, actually should have evolved that Skeleton Raider.
Find yourself.
The tribulations continue.
All right, Susie comes into play. I top deck one of these.
Magical.
I suppose I'll Scream Diffuse.
A burial of sound screams.
I'll hex you.
Can you stop my
This.
onslaught?
And then, wait, I'm not really sure. Is this a killer card? I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm doing here.
It continues to resound.
Oh, I haven't seen this played like that yet. Let's see.
No longer shall I hide behind a mask.
Oh, well, that's not gonna do anything.
This little hex is payback.
Hoist the divine blade
It
high.
continues to resound.
Okay, now I think give +2/-2 to a follower in play, and I can do think I can do this,
Greed. It comes to consume.
this.
Ding dong! May happiness be with
World
you.
screams.
Well,
A magnificent battle.
I'll sunder you.
Umar, Tsusaika! Want to play?
Leap but once. Can you stop my onslaught?
Not sure what I'm doing here, to be completely honest with you.
Let us pierce the twilight right here.
Ow!
Greed.
Tsusaika!
It comes to consume me.
Live or die.
This should do it.
Someone like beasts.
Because I'll have Skeleton Raider comes in.
Wager your soul.
サビサビってやつだよな。
Yeah, and then they concede. Wow, that was a long ass game. That was long. All right, let me call Noir in here real quick.
Hello?
Hey man, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Did you watch any of that disaster of a match?
Yeah, I caught the tail end of that one. A pretty interesting game.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Alright, so playing F and G Shadow, this deck is really, really tough, as I'm sure you probably noticed.
It is complicated.
Yeah. Probably the hardest deck that we've had in like maybe the past couple of years.
Yeah.
So yeah, would be kind of crazy if like one or more teams bring this. It's like a really strong deck. Obviously, it's the best deck in the meta overall, but it's very, very hard.
Difficult,
for sure.
difficult to play. So if
Yeah.
because now I'm at least familiar with how it works, and I think I understand a little bit more of the Shadow meta. What else are we gonna see this coming Saturday?
So decks that I would expect, something like Rally Sword is very simple, but also pretty strong. There's like an aggro variety and like an evo variety. Most of the list is the same either way, but I think we're gonna see more of the aggro version. I think it's a little bit stronger right now.
Yeah.
And also it's obviously easier. It is an aggro deck. It basically just like plays a bunch of dudes on the board. They literally just get rewarded for having put more things into play with Rally. So, yeah.
So now
pretty solid
that's not
deck.
this one. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
This is not Rally, right?
This is.
Okay.
Yeah, this is exactly aggro Rally. This is actually probably one of the more typical builds right now. Sometimes people will play like different numbers of like the 2-drops. Like Bellringer Angel is really popular right now. Some people play Blade Rights Lieutenant, some people don't, but basically it's the same thing. Yeah, we can play a bit of this as well.
I have quite a bit of vials I need to farm first. Unless there's something else. Now, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the document that just got posted in our little Discord, and it says that the decks are linked there, but I don't see them. Decks can now be viewed under the teams table.
Yeah, so there's a
Oh, there it is. There it is, all the way at the top.
deck link,
Okay.
Yeah. But I
Aggro,
don't
Rally,
think-
Sword, and
Yeah,
so
but
this is the okay.
I don't think these are public for like the teams yet, though.
I won't.
I think-
I won't say who's playing what, but
Okay. I mean, sure, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I
so
won't
you can
say,
take a
but
look at
the other one I
these.
do want to look at is I do want to look at the Aggro Rally Sword. I used to have a version of this deck, but let's see, liquefied cards, selected cards. We're gonna destroy some craft that's not sword in order to get this done.
I think we actually have enough files already. We have like 33k. That should be enough. Based
No,
on
I
what
need
we had
another
before.
27. It said.
Oh, is that what it said?
Yeah. I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll show you.
I guess I. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So are any of those? Can I buy any of those with like temp gems?
Yeah. Any card you can buy with temp gems. Up to 1 copy of each. So that'll do quite a bit.
Okay.
You would have to go into the other screen. So go into shop and then trade for cards.
Okay.
Buy cards. Trade temporary cards.
All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
let's
we've
check
got a
out-
lot. So we can just get like one of most of these. So Taketsumi we want.
Yep, I saw that one.
Yeah, scroll down from here. So Musketeer's Vow, we can get another one of those. Victory Blader. And Octress.
Oh yeah, Octress. Cool. Where was it? There we go. Nope. Press the right buttons.
And then Erica should be further down here. Yeah, and then we'll want the Leod as well.
Leod with the voice. He had a really interesting voice in the game.
Yeah, I think that's it from here. Unless I'm forgetting something. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, let's go back and now we'll see how many we need. $60-30. Wow, that was pretty much everything. That's fantastic. I may even had some. Do I have card packs to open? I do have some.
Oh, well, 1 pack.
Yep, that's gonna get us there, man. All right. All right, I'll save some crystals for later. Any Legos? Mars. We got a Mars. Okay.
You can probably hit it just by disenchanting extra. Oh, almost.
Almost. So I need about 2,100 more, I think. 2,200 more.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. We'll just sacrifice something that I never played. Let's liquefy. We'll go to Rune. Although I think I might have done this already. Let's go. All right. Rip Runecraft. I don't. That may do it.
Let's dust just a couple more, just so like we're a bit over 2k, to a different class.
All right. So instead of Rune, let's look at
Portal.
Portal.
Okay, that should do it.
Now back to decks rotation. We did it. Okay. Now,
Nice.
I'm somewhat familiar with this.
Mm-hmm.
Play some unranked. My tempo swarmed deck. Tempo sword. because I tried this out because it was one of the free temporary decks that was available to me, I think like last expansion, and it was really close. And I couldn't win a single damn match with this. So okay, good. Here we go. Let's fight a champion or a grandmaster or a master. I'm not sure what that was.
Okay.
So the goal is to put as much stuff on the board as possible, right?
Generally speaking, yeah, and just hit them in the face. So in the mulligan, we're usually looking for either cards that are like specifically good in the matchup.
Which like Erica.
Well, not Erica. We can draw later on. We don't want to keep Erica. We can toss all of these actually. Bellringer is only good if we're going second against stuff that doesn't play many followers early. So it's usually against Rowen where that's really good, because they can't clear it on turn 3 and then we can evil face with it on turn 4, which is very strong.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. We got the pumpkin.
No real. What is?
I'll be a royal knight someday.
Just looking for a 2-drop here. Usually with sword you can just curve out. Going second, you have like a lot of really good evo effects.
Steady.
So, but yeah, Cat Admiral is one of them on turn 4. It's really effective.
Assuming you
alongside,
have
like,
enough rally.
Yeah, but even if you don't, like, it's still just a pretty good card to play.
Well, okay, yeah, I forgot it summons too. So if you have 5, I mean, you have to be really in a bad position here. Okay, now, so we have some options on turn 3.
Let's just play out the Octress here. We have 2 of them, and just better stats on board. We can play out the other 2 drops on turn 4 if we want. Because our rally is actually kind of slow this game because we didn't have anything on turn 2. But he didn't do much either, so I think we're okay.
The tribulations continue.
Not the best use of brutal from them.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I would say we can just like Cat Admiral Evo and then play out the Taketsumi. So we just have a full board here. And then it's behind a 1/1 ward, so it's going to be a little bit annoying for him to clear everything. He's only at 5 play points. Importantly, he's not at 6, because at 6 they have Drash, you know, right? So
Right.
He's not going to have like a really good answer to this.
And so we're to do this?
Yeah.
Oh, I see the 1/1 board I'm talking about now.
Steady. Swing.
So our rally should be 6? 6.
Yep. Next turn, we're probably just going to play Musketeers, and then we have a few options on turn 6. Yeah, Rally Sword is one of those decks where the coach can just give like very general advice, like you should play this or you shouldn't play that, and then when the buddy has like the coach muta turn, they can usually just like follow the general advice and make like some kind of combination of plays where it's at least decent.
Right.
So that's like pretty good. Like Sword is always one of those decks where it's like very simple for buddy system. So I do expect to see at least one of these. Dragon is also a possibility as well. Obviously.
I love my dragon buff deck. I mean, that deck has taken me basically from like B1 to AA.
It's all the same to
Yeah.
me.
Ooh, that's a rough turn from them.
Absolutely.
Okay. So now we have some options.
We do have some options. I would potentially... Okay, so we can, we have a few options for how we want to deal with the Roy, if we even want to deal with him. We can crash in the 1/1, just set him to 5, play Musketeer, and then pre-evolve Porthos, the guy who just hits him, based on its attack. So we can trade in the 1/1 first.
Yeah, we'll draw.
Anyway. Yeah, and we get the draw.
Give up.
Okay, so let's play Musketeer. And I think we're gonna pick Porthos and D'Artagnan. Then we can pre-evo the Porthos here. At the end of his turn, we're gonna deal 5 damage to a random guy. So that's just gonna kill him. and then we can just hit face with everything.
Dang. And then we'll get that bonus 2 at the end.
Yes.
Don't let a single round escape.
I'm actually sort of surprised we didn't have some kind of lethal there. We were close, right? Quickblader might have done it.
We were.
Well,
no. Did we? I don't think so, but it was pretty close for sure.
We were close. Started return, deal 1 damage to all enemies. Yeah. Close. Okay. That's it clear.
Yeah, here's that, but then we have Erica.
Which I can use Erica, Quickblade, Penguin Guardian, and that's lethal.
Yeah, it's like way over lethal for us. Wow, this guy's playing a spicy deck. Yeah, generally speaking, this matchup, a lot of it just comes down to Dragon doesn't have that much healing. So eventually, Sword can just find like damage with Cat Admiral, with Leod, and then like they're not going to be able to stop me from hitting face with like a big Erica combo. But at the same time, they can just put big stats on the board, and sometimes if that's fast enough, then Sword will have trouble to clear the board. It's a pretty close matchup for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The pleasure was all mine.
I haven't had a lot of trouble beating Sword with my Dragon deck, but I haven't really seen this version of the meta in a while. I haven't played it in a bit.
I think it is more demanding on the Sword side for that particular matchup, just because like you kind of have to like walk a thin line between hitting their face and keeping yourself just barely alive.
Yeah.
Because there is going to be a point where like there's no
die.
way you can keep up with the board clear, right? Like the Dragon Faller is going to be too fat.
Right,
so
right.
You have to like really balance that well, which is tough.
So here we want Quickblader, right? That's about it.
Yeah, we can just keep the Quickblader here, I think. Okay, that's a 2
Let's
drop.
speed things up. Too slow.
Ding dong.
Too slow.
May happiness be with you.
Oh, Tyrant, oh boy.
I haven't seen this in a while.
That's a classic last words deck. Wow, respect.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, let's give him the 3/3 here. Just
Octus?
Yep.
This
So a little bit more pressure on board. That thing's gonna pop on his turn 4. And he will have Lurching Corpse, which means our Musketeer's Vow, we're probably not gonna summon the guy with a ward, because then he's gonna have a little bit too easy of a time with the Lurching Corpse.
Right. See, you're good about thinking through the opposite deck. I really only play my deck. Like I don't play against anybody. I just play my deck.
Yeah, I mean that sometimes for Dragon that is all you need.
Okay.
Oh wait, we can.
Can I steal their Ruin Eye?
Yeah, you can do that.
I
It's
want to
pretty
do it.
funny.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
This newfound satisfaction begets desire.
Okay. So you can take the value trade. I think that's honestly okay. And then we can give the necklace to something. Let's give it to. Trying to think about what they have. Honestly, I don't think it matters too much, but let's put it on the Octress. I think if anything, that would be the only thing that might make a difference.
Too slow.
Okay, we're already dealing a ton of damage here. Because we have the Bell Ringer. It's gonna be annoying for him.
Yeah, the bell ringer because it. Okay, that's funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the bell
This
ringer is
is,
going
like,
to deal
one
0
thing-
damage to the lurching corpse, which can
Right,
only attack
right.
it.
Yeah. And it's like good for protecting your board in situations like this. It's a pretty flexible card, and then it replaces itself just all around.
I hate
good.
playing against it. I really dislike it.
Yeah, yeah. It's something that can really mess with a lot of decks. It's something that you constantly have to be thinking about for sure. Next turn we can probably just like go Leod first, maybe, and then we can play Musketeer on 6 and look for lethal that way. That would be one option. The only problem is that Leod would set off his Lurching Corpse. It just depends on what he does here.
2 turns. Leod's got 2 turns to set off the lurching corpse, right?
If we don't evolve him, that is, yeah. In that case, we could just like play out the Leod and evo something else, because it seems like he's not going to be able to full clear.
That screams.
To me, your person.
Okay.
What hellish sight.
Noxious?
The tribulations continue.
So,
Honestly,
Leod.
Leod Taketsumi, and then Evo Face with something. We could just let the Leod be a 1 attack thing and deal 1.
Let's get this party started.
You're done for.
So this sets him
Titan's fear shall
to
make you
6,
crave.
and then effectively he's at 4 because of Leod. So then we have lethal with either Erica or Musketeer.
Yeah, I think we're in good shape here.
Greed.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
A pure love, unsullied. I won't
We
leave a
should still
bite
have
for
lethal by turn
anyone
7
else.
though. At this point, we can pretty much just completely ignore his last words followers. And that's kind of the problem that Shadow has always had with this type of deck. It's like, if the opponent has enough initiative to just ignore what you're doing, then that's a really big problem.
Right. You have to find ways to kill your own followers.
Right, yeah. It's when you're forcing the opponent to do the trades for you that Shadow becomes very, very strong.
The tribulations continue.
Nice. What's the, my x equals 0.
Are you kidding me?
Now I have shadows, right? And I like if I use that, even though it's not on the board, I technically have shadows, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so it will actually put a Rule and I Screaming Silence in my hand.
That's right.
Okay. Anyway, so
You can fuse the Gilded Flute into the Remnant just to draw a card. Nice. Okay, let's play that. Leod, and then what's our rally at?
it's 7. I think. Yeah.
7, okay. We can play the Royal Summons, I guess, and just potentially deal a little bit more damage with... Okay, that's okay too. I think we're safe to just play the... We can play the Hunt on the 4/4.
Remnant will also clear this board almost, but
It only does 4, so let's use Hero on the Lich. Hero of the thing. On the Lich.
Now's my time to shine.
Um,
again.
we're out
we
of
can.
here.
We don't have to pre-evo this. I don't think.
It continues to
this is what I was a little bit afraid of in terms of the 3 evo. Okay, he just has double.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Ding dong! May happiness be with you.
You wouldn't, you wouldn't.
So, we don't have the rally for Frenzied. Right? No, we don't.
Bad bell ringer is actually a problem.
Not quite there.
We can play Erica plus the killer's instinct that she gets, and then
I will not back
Taketsumi,
down.
we can evo him.
I won't hold back. We haven't lost yet.
Scream, you said?
No, not Scream, Taketsumi.
Taketsumi.
Yeah.
Let's get this party started.
We haven't lost yet. It won't be long now.
Now this
And
is
we
what
can
I
use
call
Hero
a
of the
good
Hunt
time.
plus him to kill the bell ringer, and then hit face for a
Now's my time to shine. Having fun yet?
And then
This.
we're kinda just hoping. We can play the Remnant, I guess. We don't. Yeah, you just play the Remnant just so we don't die.
Your power
Is
is
a little bit
mine.
risky at this point.
To resound.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with that.
Because Erica would have been a little bit tough to use.
There's no other way. There's no retreat.
Out of my way.
They had really good clears on turn 5 and 6, so I'm not really sure if like Musketeer on 5 would have even been
Welcome
better.
back to the
I
land of
don't
the
think
living.
it
I'm
would.
gonna whisker you away.
Hold me, darling.
Step back.
We do at least get all 4 of the
incoming.
ways.
There's no retreat.
Ding dong! May happiness be with you.
Take your victory.
So what are we thinking? Enhanced Musketeers or Taketsumi Frenzied?
See. We don't actually push any damage even if we play Musketeer, unfortunately, because of the Bell Ringer, so I think we do just play Taketsumi and then Frenzied.
Let's get this party started.
Hopefully one of them is the bell ringer.
Move out.
Yeah.
Annihilate them.
There we go.
Okay, that works.
Okay. And that's that.
Move out.
Do get the second one here.
Annihilate them.
Excellent.
We could still be dead. Very likely, actually, that we're still dead. But if we're not, it's kind of winnable.
The size of their hand is kind of like baffling me with 8 play points.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that
Shadow
they're...
draws a lot.
Yeah.
And plus, they had double rebirth, so that's gonna help. Double rebirth, at least 2 bell ringers.
I walk the righteous path. I walk the righteous path.
It took them an awfully long time to speak.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, okay. That's
We
kind of
got it to
silly.
that one. Wait,
We're doing some very silly things here.
he allowed us to live.
That's very odd. Okay.
Well then, we do not have lethal, but yeah, Musketeers against like this type of thing is just not very effective against wards, especially essentially a double word. So I think we'll have to play Core Master again.
Frenzied.
Yeah, and then just drop the Cat Admiral as well.
Move out.
And we might as well play the Scream.
I'm about to say, let's do it.
We're ready to sail.
Burial of sound.
Now we have.
Don't let a single rat escape.
Yeah, this is definitely a tough matchup. Shadow generally does pretty well against board-based sword decks.
Yeah.
And that's like one reason why like Shadow is like potentially a good bring for buddy
Well, that's
system,
it.
even though the deck is hard.
Exemplary
Yeah.
battles.
They kind of jammed us with that one. The Tyrant Double Rebirth, a classic.
I do want to play one F&G game at least with you. Although I think I understand both of these at about the same level, which is like, you know, a C+ at best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's play some Shadow after this.
Yeah, yeah.
You must die. Stand back. I have this covered.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. Sword v sword. Do we want
Okay.
Bumpkin or do we want Quick Blader for the face?
One Bumpkin.
For the draw?
Yeah. Bumpkin is always like the card they want to play earliest. Quick Blader is not bad to play early, but he's also really good in terms of comboing with Erica. So that's just one thing
so-
to potentially do later. Yeah. We can play Victory Blader here and just hit face.
Victory is all that matters.
Nice. Probably Octress turn 3.
Yeah.
Victory is all that matters.
Wow.
Nice matchup.
I won't give up.
Yeah, just Doctors, I think.
This newfound satisfaction begets desire.
Should I trade the ones? Or should I value trade the one too?
It doesn't really matter too much since we're gonna play Leod next turn probably. So honestly, I think it's better to just go double face here. And because like even if we value trade, like it doesn't really do anything because he
Sure.
also has a 1/2.
My shield's ready for action.
And in fact, like if he takes the value trade and then hits face with his knight, it's better for us.
Because we'll wipe it.
Yeah.
Leod and
Leod and Quick Blader, I think, unless we have 5. Yeah,
well,
we can actually
I could get an extra 3 face if I gilded necklace my heavy knight. And
I
we can
think
go-
it's better to just play out the Penguin Guardian. That's gonna be a 3/3 here, so we can trade with the
My
Octus and
shield's
then.
ready for action.
Okay, great. Do I value trade this?
Yeah.
Back where it
And then
belongs.
just hit face with the 1/2.
Come get some.
Yep.
I get you.
We won't give him an inch.
So the nice thing about the Penguin Guardian here is that he's gonna evo a 2-drop into it, so that's gonna be a 4/4 most likely.
Now's my time to shine.
Okay,
Or
yeah,
that.
that's fine still. Either way, like even if he does that, he's still forced to trade into a 3-attack card, so then Leon just kills it off very
Yeah, okay.
easily.
You are done for.
This is pretty good.
Now this is what I call a good time.
The tribulations
So
continue.
Leod almost wipes.
On retreat.
I should have foreseen
Oh,
this.
jeez.
Oh, we got him. Yeah, it was a pretty rough spot for him for sure. We were gonna do a lot of damage there. He's probably expecting us to have Musketeer. We didn't have it, but
The pleasure was all
still
mine.
gonna be good enough with double Erica from there.
All right. Let's have some flaming lass.
Flaming Lass, that's right.
Flaming ass.
Mother, father, come on! Get out of my way!
Okay, let's make the children fight. So here we probably want, based on, like, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm gonna toss Cernunnos and Angels and keep Ghost Town.
We actually tossed the one drop here. So this
Really?
deck is, yeah. So it's not really a board-based deck, and we're tossing Cernunnos as well. And the Angel's Blessing, honestly, it's like debatable whether we even keep it here, but I think we should just keep it just to be safe going second.
Okay.
We don't really know what he's playing. Generally with this deck, what we're really looking for are Luna, because she just serves so many purposes in the deck. We always want to see as many Lunas as possible. She's like gets the draw and the shadows going. Okay, perfect. Let's play Luna.
I'm not lonely.
And having her in the graveyard ASAP is super good for Call of the Great Arm. So if we
'Cause we'll
can
bring her back.
guaranteeing that we get Luna back is a very big deal. Rulanai obviously is a really important card to draw. Those are like the two really big ones. And then from there it's just like what works in combination with other cards.
So, Luna's good here because it can spend down your shadows quickly with the recover. Like, what makes Luna good here?
Yeah, so it's because we can play the doll right away, and then like this is worth 2 shadows already on its own, plus it's cycling another card, so that's very, very nice. And of course it gets her in our graveyard, so even if we we can just get her back with Arm later on. So we can play
Doll
the,
Ghost Town?
Honestly, I don't think it's even worth it to play it here. I think I would just play Luna Pass.
I'm glad you're here.
I don't think it's worth it to play the Ghost Town at this point.
Do I want to do this? To drop her down?
No, we don't have to do that, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're saving the ghosts for when we have shadows, right? We're
Yeah,
saving
the
Spirit Invasion.
The Spirit Invasion for when we have shadows. Right? That's right. The Ghost Hound. The reason I didn't want to play it here because the only option is to discard the other Ghost Hound, and then if we do that, it's like, then if we draw like a Flaming Glass after that, then our hand is like really, really screwed.
Okay.
And that's like the worst case scenario.
Okay.
Which, like, even if like we just want to avoid that, there's not like a huge benefit to playing it here anyway. Okay, interesting.
Kind of a weird, awkward hand. I have nothing.
This is very awkward indeed. I think now... Huh. We could honestly just play an Angel's Blessing for 3. So the deck that they're playing is not super aggressive, so we don't have to save both of these for the healing. Just having one as a potential heal is okay. And we really want to see more followers just so we know what we're working with these burial rites.
Okay.
I think there is an argument for playing the Ghost Town on that turn, but...
And then burial writing Luna?
Not the Luna. I think that this Luna well, generally you don't want to burial right Luna. She's pretty much always going to be better to play like one way or another.
Okay.
Yeah, but our next draw is gonna definitely determine what we do here. Wow, okay, that's very, very good. Okay, so now we can actually do this nice play. We can play Cernunnos and bury the Rulanai.
And bury Rulanai.
Yeah, and then when we evolve her, that's gonna bring Rulanai back.
The hunt is on, my beasts.
The world
Perfect.
screams.
Oh, and we have Call of the Great Arm. That's super good. That's super, super good.
You lived well. Now die.
The world screams.
Okay. So we can just like trade the 1/1 with Cernunnos and then trade the 2/1 into the 3/2. We can do that. And then from here,
The words escaped me.
from here,
I think that was my voice.
um, this is the real Shadowcraft. This is so many options. This is a
So
tough deck.
yeah,
Okay,
I'm
let's
saying if we
play-
want to, go ahead, go ahead.
let's play Luna plus the doll. We have the double spirit invasions for the next one once we get there.
See, now in my brain, I was like, spend a Ghost Hound, and then Luna comes out, gives us an evolution point, spends down 6 shadows.
Yeah, I mean that's certainly the other option as well.
Okay.
Life brings
I
color
think
to
that
the world.
also is fine. Might be better, depending.
My sweet little sapling. The forest called, so I wandered here.
It's a lot of evolves.
Yeah, actually, I didn't even see how many shadows we had. I think your play was definitely better.
Oh, we had 5,
Yeah.
so I needed 1 more.
Yeah, I didn't even see we had
Life's
enough.
brilliance. Hey, let's play.
He is playing a control deck.
Okay, so we got some work to do here. Yikes.
Okay, that mill is actually one of the better cards to lose, relatively speaking.
Does that actually get counted? It got counted as a shadow, did it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so we have enough for one of these ghosts to come out. We have...
Let's play Bellringer Evo.
Oh, that's a
That's
huge
the-
hand, yeah.
May
That's
happiness be with you.
Fat Bellringer.
Want to play?
This is gonna be 5 attack, so that can kill the 3/5.
Happiness for all. Ding dong punch.
Cool.
Do what you want.
Let's play Scream Diffusion.
That'd be 2 of them.
Screams.
Yeah. And then we can play 1 Spirit Invasion.
I'm
And
coming
this will clear out
for
the 4/6.
you.
And we can just kill out Grief
Scream.
Scream. Arguably, it's better to save the invasion, but we have one already plus another one in deck. I don't think it's too bad.
Passing, or are we going to play a call?
Let's play Call.
With Rule and
Play it on the Giln release. I think that's the card we need to leave.
Greed. It comes to
Yeah, so this-
consume me.
Okay, that's fine. So like Call is weighted, if I remember correctly, so it does make a difference whether we bury the Ruinai there or not. Technically, for our position, I think it would have been better or ideal to get Cernunos back, but this is also okay.
Ah, right.
Well, you're ahead, loser.
So,
With my power,
This
you
guy's
shall
deck-
go to even greater heights.
Kind of all
You're
over the
ahead,
place.
loser.
so unfortunately, we haven't buried a flaming glass or a skeleton warrior, a skeleton raider.
Like forest
So,
already.
It's not too big of a deal because we don't really need to like get those back until turn 7, turn 8 anyway. So as long as we get it by then, we're fine. And we do have plenty of card draw left in the tank, so not too worried. Okay, so this turn, I think we're gonna start out with Call first. On I guess the Rulanai at this point, since there's. Okay, that's a little unfortunate.
yeah.
Okay, let's play the Call on the Rulanai.
Answer the call.
Screams.
Interesting.
Okay.
So let's play Luna for sure. I think that's gonna happen.
I'm not lonely. Not with everyone around me.
Let's
I
play
think
the
that's going to put us
doll.
to invoke Susie next turn.
It does, yeah. Let's play the doll.
I'm glad you're here.
And think we can play the Ghost Hound now, and it's probably okay just to get rid of the Susie at this point. We've already played 2 calls, so the main problem with burying Susie is that you'd never want to see her off call. Okay.
I mean, I could bury again and then use a Spirit Invasion.
Let's definitely hold on to the Spirit Invasion here.
Okay.
We can bury again, sure. Yeah.
Who?
But then we'll Gilnolis. Yeah,
And then I could-
let's end the turn here because
Agreed.
we
It comes to consume.
don't want to. Well, we're not going to be board locked anyway. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's okay. But
My instinct told me to do the Luna again to spend it down.
yeah, it was fine to play.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
My sweet little sapling.
thinking the Luna amulet was something else for some reason. I always get like debated by myself when I
That's
watch
cool.
on the stream. Yeah, I was like, oh no, we're gonna get board locked, but it was
The
fine
amulet was
anyway.
gonna go away.
Yeah.
Give me the shadows.
Okay, so now we can at least start with the Luna and be at 3 evil points, so then we can just play the Angel's Blessing for 1. So really, we're just looking for Cernanos at this point. I thought he was playing Sekka, but then it turned out he was playing Control Forest instead.
Yeah.
So, like, in retrospect,
Hey, let's play.
it might have been ideal to just save that Cernanos that we had from, like, turn 3.
Nothing I can't handle.
Nice, we drew all 3, I believe.
My God.
Okay, let's play Luna, Angel's
Not
Blessing.
lonely. Not with everyone around me.
Okay. We can use Call of the Great Arm now to bury the Flame.
Flame, yeah.
Answer
Will we
the
get
call.
Cernunos from that? We will.
Oh, that's big actually.
Should I drop it?
No, not yet.
Okay.
We want to get as close to an OTK as possible. We're gonna play a Rulanai this turn just to help clear out this.
The world screams.
This is gonna be enough to kill the 4/4 for sure. Let's kill that.
Scream Diffuse?
Sure, yeah.
A burial sound that screams. Scream.
Run on home, everybody.
Alright, so we're in a pretty good position here.
It's not bad, yeah. Hopefully we don't mill something good next turn again.
Oh, right.
We have 2 Krampuses, which we do need to cash in at some point. It's looking like we deal
My
some
thunderbolts
damage with
shall
the
guide
okay.
you.
1-2 crowds
If
away
they
is
don't kill
a good
you
thing, I
first.
think. Do a bit of damage with like the X equals like at least 10 Rulanai, and then
Are we there yet?
We are close.
8.
We are at 8.
A withered
We're gonna
We'll be at 9.
no longer tell of its plight.
That is me.
That's you.
This card here is my voice.
Yeah.
It continues to resound.
Yeah, we could have played much greedier this game. I think we could have like not even played the Cernanos on turn 4 and then not even played the
Forest
first
elixir
Spirit
coming right
Invasion.
up.
That probably would have been optimal.
Huh.
Heat up.
Yeah, I mean, I initially didn't actually know which deck this guy was playing. I really thought he was playing something else because he had the cards for the other deck, but then he
Hey,
just
let's
runs
play.
like half or something. But yeah, the Spirit Invasions for sure. We want to have as many as possible for our lethal turn against a control deck like this.
Okay.
Let's play Ruler Knight, trade it, and then we're gonna play a Scream Diffusion, and we're gonna use Krampus on one of those.
Understood.
Copy, yeah.
A burial
Yep.
sound
And then let's use a
screams.
Krampus here and see what we can find.
It continues to resound.
Okay, let's play that. Okay.
I mean,
That is so awkward because we don't have a way to lower our hand size.
we could put Luna out.
Let's Krampus again, just because like I'm really desperate to start like to find a raider and then
It continues
like
to
hopefully start
resound.
reducing it. Okay.
Yeah, that's tough.
Let's play out the Luna, the doll.
Oh, my bad.
yeah, my bad. Okay. Okay, yeah, just trade into that then.
Scream. It continues to resound. It continues to
Not
resound.
really a huge deal anything we're overdrawing either
Just
way.
lying around?
Yeah, but at least with the doll, we would like mill the next card and then see the next card after that, and then we would be hoping that like the second card in our deck is something good.
Oh, I see what I did there. Okay, because I played Luna, I added cards to my hand, and now we're not gonna get it.
Oh my god, we're getting gamed on. Oh no. What the?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
I definitely wasn't expecting this one. What the heck?
So we're gonna get OTK because they're gonna play 15 cards.
Yes.
Hey, let's play.
Usually people aren't even playing this card in rotation right now, but oh boy.
You shall go
Does he actually even have 15? He needs a Wind Fairy. Oh no, never mind. He hasn't played those yet. Yeah, he got it.
Time to break some faces.
Oh, big yikes.
Yeah. Okay, even with the
Yikes.
even with like theoretical best plays, we were not going to have lethal on turn 8.
No, we had some bad positions overall.
Yeah. Little unlucky order on or draw order on the raider. I think if we had like I guess divine foresight or something to know exactly when not to overdraw, so that we would have the raider and then have the Cernanos, but then we wouldn't even we would have only one in total anyway.
So the Cernanos, though, right? Because because we milled the Raider, Cernanos would have summoned it, correct?
No. When a card gets milled, it does not count as going to the graveyard.
Oh, okay. Now I understand why that was so bad. I was sitting here thinking, like, why are we waiting so long to summon this Raider? But now I get it. It would have only given us Flaming Glass because we did bury one of those way early.
And either way, like, usually with this deck, you want to play, like, 2 Cernanos plus, like, Invasions plus Krampus or whatever else.
Yeah, so like
That's
a
how you're gonna
lethal, a
get-
lethal would be 2 Cernanos, which would pop 2 Skeleton Raiders on the board, right? And then Spirit Invasion for another 3.
Yeah, you most of the time when you OTK, you actually want to get Flaming Glass back because that's 7 Storm. Raider only does more damage if they have just a bunch of stuff on the board, and usually people will at least like not do that for you because it's just too easy. If you have double Raider, then at that point the damage just gets like absurd. So usually
go ahead.
So usually it's like you invoke Flame Glass and then you don't actually want to bury the Raider unless you know for sure it's gonna be good.
Okay, so that's been my mistake playing the deck. I'm routinely killing Raider, and then I'm like, well, I can't summon Flaming Glass now because it's higher cost. So the goal is to not let any of your Raiders die before you're ready to start Cernunos, right?
Usually, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Well, thanks, Mar. That was very educational. I think I feel a little bit better prepared for Saturday.
Okay.
I'm excited about the day, man. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, looking forward to it for sure. This is, one of my favorite parts or favorite things about Shadowverse is like just having crazy opportunities like this, getting like VTubers coming in.
Yeah.
And like this kind of crazy collab, you really don't see this in other games very often. So honestly,
Agreed.
like we're pretty blessed. We're pretty blessed.
That we are. Well, I'm looking forward to it, man. Thanks for walking me through these decks today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime. See
All
ya.
right, I'll see you Saturday. All right, guys, that's it for today. We're going to be back tomorrow at noon for some more insanity. Maybe we'll kill Millennia, and oh god, who knows? It's going to be one of those bizarre. It's going to happen. I feel it. I feel it. That's what's going to happen tomorrow. We're going to bang our heads against Millennia until that crazy lady dies, and then we're going to celebrate. It's going to be good. And then Shadowverse Buddy System on Saturday. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you, Noir, for coming by. I feel smarter, but I know it's not enough. See ya.